Who wants to hear about a nothing burger? Like a blip in the ocean. I know people with hundreds of thousands. Locally. I'm not saying who. I'm just pointing out the fact that this is a nothing burger. It's like flicked a little bit off the table for you so everyone can catch that and think something's been done. Load of shit. Pensioners breaking bad. Code words, hidden cash used in exposed meth ring. Everyone does that. Everyone does that. Can I come round for a cup of coffee? It means can you come to my place? I've ran out. So everyone goes there thinking that the person's gone there when that person's actually gone there. It's like the old CB language. Go up to actually means go down 20 or go down to in channels. Go to channel 10 probably means go to channel 23. Smoking the Bandit. A pensioner who claimed his wealth came from selling timber and flowers and from breeding dogs has been sentenced to a prison term for methamphetamine trafficking. Barry Littlewood Wagner, 67, of Dromedary, pleaded guilty last year in the Supreme Court to one count of trafficking in a controlled substance over a 3-month period in 2021. Okay. The case went to a disputed facts hearing after Wagner claimed he was not a full participant in a trafficking enterprise and that a large proportion of the 151,000 in transactions traced by police were linked to legitimate side businesses and an inheritance rather than drugs. Could be feasible because this is small potatoes. It's a nothing burger, let me tell you. When there was a local person who had over $600,000 worth of known transactions through Pay ID, that thing you do on your phone. I don't even have a phone. I do, but it's never got credit on it and it lives pulled apart in a metal cupboard. The case went to a disputed facts hearing after Wagner claimed he was not the full participant of the trafficking enterprise and that a large proportion of the $151,000 in transactions traced by police were linked to legitimate side businesses and an inheritance rather than drugs. At a sentencing at a Supreme Court on March 2nd, Justice Michael Brett rejected that claim, saying it was not credible that one person would have purchased such a vast quantity of wood in a short period of time. Fair enough. He did say inheritance. This is why they have the inheritance tax. So the government knows who's got what money. You've got to pay a tax on inheritance. That means that anything that you leave your kids, the government knows everything they got from an old book to the family car. During a search of Wagner's home in Dromedary, north of Hobart, on October 4th, 2021, police discovered $35,200 hidden in a bathroom wall, but no drugs were found during the investigation. Justice Brett said the prosecution case relied on phone intercepts during which Wagner and his associates discussed drug trafficking using coded language. Like I said, everyone's on the list. They've had the list since 2016, called the Data Retention Act. Justice Brett said the prosecution case relied on phone intercepts during Wagner and his associates discuss during drug trafficking using coded language. Yeah, I'll bring a load of wood round shortly, mate. Clearly, wood was being used as a convenient code word. What did I tell you? To describe methamphetamine, Justice Brett said. He was discussing the sale of drugs that can only be consistent with full participation in the business, including discussions of stock levels and prices. Analysis of Wagner's bank accounts also showed evidence of 123 drug transactions over the 3-month period, the court heard. Piss in the ocean. Justice Brett said Wagner had derived at least $151,000 from selling drugs during the short-lived scheme. Until the operation was exposed, Wagner had a relatively clean criminal record with minor drug convictions in 2012, the court heard. The defendant's decision to turn to drug trafficking came after he suffered a severe workplace injury. He came to rely on... See, this is lawyer bullshit. He came to rely on a pension and income from side businesses, the court heard. Justice Brett said... This is why I don't want to use a lawyer. Because they'll help you to make up any fucking story. They'll run with the story. They want the whole truth. You tell the lawyer the whole truth. They create a dossier on you. At the same time as make up a story, which is dossier number 2, claiming that you lied to the lawyer. It's a dirty business. He came to rely on a pension and income from side businesses, the court heard. Justice Brett said deterrence was a key factor in his sentencing decision. He ordered that $35,200 in seized cash be forfeited to the state, and Wagner also pay a fine of $25,800. No, it shouldn't go to the state. You know where that money ought to go? The private drug rehabilitation program. All of it. To a private drug rehabilitation program. Put that money to good use. Don't give it to the fucking state. They'll just buy more drugs with it. He sentenced Wagner to 4 years imprisonment, backdated to January 29th, 2026. He will become eligible for parole after he has served half of that sentence. Can't comment on it, of course. Do you know how insignificant amount that is? Sounds like a lot, it's not. A little bag over here with some sugar. I'll keep it here so that the cops come here. They'll be like, oh, look what we got here. I've just given myself up now, haven't I? It's raw sugar. Right? It's $50 there. During COVID time, that was $200. A tablespoonful a good tablespoonful, you're looking at around $1,000. Ha! 35 grams, nothing. 150 odd grams, nothing. It's piss in the ocean. It's a drop. It's sounds like a lot. They're just throwing you a chicken bone and telling you it's a steak. And telling you it's the whole chook. If you really want to find out how it's getting, where it comes and where it's going, go and check out the tugboats. Like, is it really that hard to figure out? They meet out in the ocean. Isn't it funny how tugboat drivers own personal boats as well? Just saying. It's one of them jobs where it's not what you know, it's who you know.